Welcome back. If you've been following along in this series, we've already laid the foundations for freelance success in part one and part two of this series. We tapped into the power of your inner circle, friends, family, and colleagues who can help you land your first client. But what happens when your immediate network runs out of leads? Where do you go next? That's where part three we're covering today comes in. We're going to talk about online platforms and freelance marketplaces, the places where clients are actively looking for help right now. Let's get into it. Welcome to the Freelance Insider Podcast, the podcast where we take a close look under the hood of the freelance world. I'm your host, Al Calder, a freelance writer and audiobook narrator. I'm here to help you with your freelance journey. Whether you're just starting out or looking to ramp up your freelance game, you're in the right place. Your personal network is a fantastic starting point, but you can't stop there. Right now, as we speak, thousands of businesses are posting jobs and projects online, actively looking for freelancers like you. These platforms, whether it's Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn, or even Instagram, are like giant marketplaces. And if you use them strategically, they can be stepping stones into building your career. The key word there is strategically. Let's talk about how. If you scrolled through TikTok or followed freelancing on X, you've probably heard horror stories about platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. And yes, there are low paying clients and projects that aren't worth your time. But here's the truth, there are also fantastic clients on those platforms who pay well. I know this from personal experience. In fact, some of my earliest clients came from Upwork. Were they all great? No. But they gave me practice, a paycheck, and something to put in my portfolio. Here's how you can use these platforms without getting trapped. Look for reputable clients. Check reviews and past freelancer feedback before applying. Make your profile pop. Highlight the problems you solve, not just your skills. Link to those samples you created, even if they're mock projects. Customize your proposals. Don't copy and paste. Take a minute to actually address the client's specific needs. Show them you read their posting. And also take a look at the reviews for the clients. You can get some clues about what they're about in there. You might even find their website, and that's gold. Know your minimum rate. You can start lower while building experience, but don't work for free. Ever. Requests for free samples are a red flag. Read carefully. Clients often tell you exactly what they want in the job description. Respond point by point, and you'll instantly stand out from 90% of the applicants that just kind of blow past that stuff. Lead with value. Drop in a quick tip or mention one small thing you'd improve if you were working with them. Very few freelancers do this, and it helps you rise above the noise. Think long term. Platforms are a launchpad, not your permanent home. Use them to build confidence and credibility while you develop other client acquisition strategies. When you treat platforms like a stepping stone instead of a finish line, they become incredibly powerful. Now let's talk about LinkedIn. If you've been thinking of it as just a boring online resume, think again. LinkedIn is a goldmine for freelancers if you use it right. Start by tightening up your headline. Instead of freelancer, get specific. For example, I help travel brands grow with SEO focused content and storytelling. That instantly tells clients who you serve and how you help. Next, share valuable posts, tips, case studies, lessons from your own journey. When people see your name consistently attached to helpful insights, you start building authority. Finally, be proactive. Comment on posts in your niche. Join groups. Reach out politely. The biggest mistake freelancers make on LinkedIn is hiding in the shadows. Visibility leads to opportunity. If your work has a visual element, design, art, video, even social media management, platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube can be incredible tools. Think of these platforms as your stage. You're not just showing what you can do, you're pulling back the curtain and inviting people into your process. Here are a few ways to use them strategically. Showcase your work visually. Think portfolio posts, reels, and stories. Share behind the scenes. Clients love seeing how the sausages get made. Be real, be human. Offer tips and quick wins. You're not just posting for fun, you're building authority. Be consistent. Growth on social media takes time, but showing up regularly builds trust and community. Over time, your presence on these platforms makes it natural for clients to reach out to you instead of the other way around. So, to recap today's episode, freelance marketplaces like Upwork or Fiverr can be powerful if you approach them strategically. LinkedIn is more than a resume, it's a networking goldmine. Visual platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, they let you showcase your work and build authority over time. Your job is to treat each of these as tools, not magic bullets. Used consistently, they can open doors you never thought possible. In the next episode, we're going to tackle a strategy that scares a lot of freelancers, but it works like magic when done right: cold outreach. Yep, we're talking about cold emails, pitching, and even real world networking. Don't worry, I'll walk you through it step by step. Thanks for tuning in to part 3 of this series on landing your first 3 freelance clients in 30 days. If you're finding these episodes useful, don't forget to follow the podcast so you don't miss the next one. And if you want more resources, check the notes for extra tools to help kickstart your freelance journey. Until next time, keep showing up, keep building, and keep moving forward. Thanks for tuning in to the Freelance Insider Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and leave a review. It helps more freelancers like you find the show. Got questions or topics you want covered? Reach out to me at remoteofficeworld.com. You can also find the link in the show description. Until next time, keep on freelancing your way to freedom.